Hello again everyone, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Imperial Civil War 2.2 pre-alpha, where we are currently playing Essence of War as the Empire of the Hand, trying to take over the Pentastar alignment, and it's going pretty well so far. So, I might have to change the name of the channel, or also the difficulty, but we won't worry too much about that. If we get too far ahead, I'll consider it, but I think we'll just start off taking over Munilists. I basically worked out a system where while I'm doing a playthrough of Ascendancy, I'll work on Imperial Civil War. While I'm working on Imperial Civil War, I'll do a playthrough of Ascendancy. So that's helped focus some of my development time. We've also got a few of the older team members coming back to activity, mostly for Ascendancy while I work on Imperial Civil War. But that should help speed everything up as well. The last New Republic unit for 2.2 and also Ascendancy 1.0, the Proficient was finished this past weekend, so there should be some pictures of that coming up as well. And we also finished the Dauntless ability and icons and all that stuff, so we're going to do a small patch type thing where we just make the Dauntless available for Ascendancy as its own download in 0.95.
We've secured a build pad.
So that should be coming this weekend.
Awaiting orders.
Probably Friday night. Got a few comments about whether or not I would play the Endor Aftermath GC in ICW for a Let's Play. And I did say at the start of the last video that is what I'm doing next. But I guess people didn't actually listen, so I don't know why I'm saying it now. Because the people who didn't listen the first time probably aren't gonna watch and listen this time. Oh crap.
Unit destroyed.
Ready.
I screwed up.
Give me a target.
Unit destroyed.
Target confirmed.
I forgot that these were so close.
Give me a target. I copy, sir. I copy. Almost there.
Oh well.
Moving to secondary position.
It all worked out.
Advancing.
Watch this. Reporting. Heading out. Yes, sir. Right away.
We're on station and ready to fire. Position Alpha successfully reached.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Commander.
Roger. Squad, move out.
I always liked the way this map looked on sort of a macro level, but there's so little going on the individual, like any individual part of it,
Reporting
that when you're actually in-game looking at it, it doesn't really seem to have that much going on.
Roger that.
We've secured a landing zone.
Which is unfortunate, but it's also the case with a lot of our maps,
Right away, sir.
a lot of our older maps. Well, every map we have is really an older map, because we haven't really
Support order
worked on
acknowledged.
the mapping aspect in several years.
Awaiting orders.
We've secured a build pad. We've lost a build pad.
All weapons loaded. Heading out, sir. All out.
Back you up.
Engaging target.
Moving to secondary position.
Oh, don't waste your cooldown.
Support order acknowledged.
Unit destroyed.
Copy. Advance. Move out.
T4B ready. Let's move out.
We'll
Let's
cover
go.
you.
Keep going.
Providing
This
backup.
way. Over there.
Right
Commence
behind you.
assault.
Yay, I can kill the turbo laser turrets.
Ready
I really
for
want to get to air strikers. They make dealing with these weapon emplacements so much easier. You can just kill,
I copy.
you can find and kill
Right
the
away.
power generator really easily.
Moving to that
But-
area, sir.
I won't worry about that yet.
Reporting.
Um,
There they
That needs to die. Oh crap. Those also need to die.
Give me a target.
Order acknowledged. Alright then, load your weapon.
Suppressive
Attack.
fire.
Fire.
Tank brigade here. Copy.
Hopefully soon we should have
4P mobile.
one of the new Empire of the one of the new Empire of the
Yes,
Hand
Commander.
ships ready,
Heading out.
Suppressive
which
fire.
shouldn't actually, if I put it in,
Open fire.
mess with this Let's Play. So, like I think the save file will still work if you're just adding a unit.
Moving into
So maybe I
position.
can show that off later if we do it. But that depends on when it's done, obviously.
Roger that. Underway. Form up. Almost there. Attack. Fire. Heading out.
Awaiting orders.
Slevert has also started on the Allegiance too,
Open
which
fire.
is the last Imperial unit we have to do for
Right away.
2.1
Bombing
Attacking
run.
or 2.2 for the Remnant.
Attacking target.
Then there's just one more PA unit left after that. So I think
Fallout troops.
in all there's just 4 units left between
Moving out.
ICW
Heading out, sir.
and Ascendancy,
Roger.
and then the rest is
Let's move
just
out.
like
We'll cover you.
map related stuff. So coding the GCs for
Covering fire.
like resetting up the GCs for ICW, setting up campaigns for Ascendancy. We are going to work on doing some of the cannon-based scenarios. So where you start off with
Planetary
more than one
control
planet
Achieved.
in Ascendancy. That's pretty much the case in everything in ICW or EAW.
Building
But
started.
Building under
not much
construction.
exists in that vein in... Oh, we have a barracks already.
Building
Crap, what did I
cancelled.
do?
Constructing.
That was so dumb. Oh well. Yeah.
Unit.
Constructing unit.
So we will be setting up some cannon-based scenarios where, what the hell?
Construction
Oh.
complete.
Where, well, the first one we're going to work on is the Thrawn campaign. Well, it'll just be preset starting locations for the Remnant and
Assault tank
the
reporting
New
for
Republic.
duty.
It'll probably be pretty similar to the Thrawn campaign, GC, and ICW.
Construction complete.
Just want one more MMT, and that should be good.
Constructing unit. Vehicle cancelled.
T2B over.
Understood.
Tactical battle imminent.
We're also working in Ascendancy on some of the new abilities for the ships, filling out some of the old slots that didn't have abilities in them yet from 0.95, and also just any of the new ships. So especially the Pentastar Alignment and Empire of the Hand. So if you have anything you want to see or any ideas, feel free to post them. Comments, forums, all that stuff. Is there a game? Okay. Got a lot of Golans, but don't
Choose
have...
your reinforcements.
Moving to coordinates.
Of course.
Moving out.
Orders, sir.
This could be difficult.
Acknowledged. Navigating to coordinates.
Heading out.
Flank speed. Order confirmed. Closing on
On our way. Heading for coordinates. That's working a lot. Intercept.
Squadron here. Intercepting.
I'm on them.
He won't be around much
Stay in
longer.
formation.
Try not to move too much until the fighters have sort of thinned out.
I have them now.
Taking him out.
No props. You are so unnecessary in space battles.
TIE interceptor here. Excellent shot.
They look nice, so who
For
cares?
the Empire.
Coming around.
I got one.
Star Destroyer standing by.
Ready for your orders.
Try to send
Understood.
these two around,
Acknowledged.
Order confirmed.
take out that.
Destroy the shield generator.
The Golem 3 is honestly more worrying to me than Golem 2's.
Ships.
Attack formation.
Nowhere to go.
Where did the Praetor go?
Engaging the enemy.
That's not good.
I'm on this one.
Oh, there it is.
Regroup.
Trying to hide.
Got them in my sights.
What a jerk.
Under control. We're being targeted.
Our target priority
Okay, we'll
is
start with
the
that.
laser cannons.
Aim towards there.
Returning to your position. Target cryo.
Reporting
I'll take care of this.
Thrawn reporting. Weapons ready.
What is your order?
Target lock. It's about to be destroyed.
Star Destroyer reporting in.
Headed your direction. Narrowing position.
Get behind us.
Yes, Commander. Moving to coordinates.
Reporting. Forces.
Regroup for another attack.
Awaiting orders.
Tightening up.
I'm here.
The lasers are our targets.
Not.
Admiral Thrawn reporting.
Engaging the enemy.
Awaiting your orders.
I'm on this one. Under control. Let's finish him.
Oh, we lost a frigate. That's sad.
Direct all fire on have something to report.
My scopes are jammed.
Our lasers are down.
Gunship reporting.
Our engines
Where
are
are
out.
the others?
Awaiting your command.
Orders, sir.
Yes, Commander.
Okay, there's the Golem 3. That can be last.
Almost gone.
As you will.
Engines are malfunctioning.
I'm ready.
I'll take care of
Attack
this.
position.
Those torpedo launchers
Our
must be
launch bay has
destroyed.
been destroyed.
Holding fire for maximum effect. Your commander.
So Clawcraft, fight the fighters, and then have everything else kill the Praetor now.
What is it you want? Of
Our
course.
target priority
Battery
is
is
the laser.
online. Affirmative.
We've lost our turbo lasers.
Standing by.
Reporting in.
Okay, that's dead.
Ready, sir.
These two can take on the Golem 3 now. One of the Golem 3s.
Roger that.
Praetor should be going in soon. That's not.
Our target priority is the laser catcher.
Oh, we are adding engine hardpoints to Super Star Destroyers, so you can stop them from getting really low and then just retreating.
Ready for the kill.
Which a lot of people have been asking
Lasers are
for.
our target.
So that'll be the Sovereign, the Eclipse, the Bellator, and Executor, plus any heroes. Which should make it a bit easier in early stages for the New Republic. That was one of the main reasons that people were asking for a New Republic interdictor other than Crimson Sunrise,
You have need of my skills.
because otherwise you can do all that work, lose a lot of ships trying to kill it, and then SSG just leaves, which I kind of frustrating.
The lasers are our target.
Launching attack. I already have a plan. Calculating attack.
Destroyer here.
Hopefully soon we should be done
Copy.
coding in a lot of the Zinj units, and then I can do the Endor Aftermath GC right after this one, with Warlord Zinj first. I might do a playthrough with every one of the factions in that GC, or at least the new ones. I don't know how much people want to see the Pentastar alignment in that GC, or the Republic, or whoever happens to be in it.
Commander, they're hitting us.
I don't know if we'll put the Pentastar alignment in it.
Initiating attack.
Some of their planets are there right now, but it seems like if that happened, it'd be fairly similar to the Stars Align and Fractured Empire, and we could focus a lot more on just the start of the NR
Confirmed.
and the
I will try. Right.
breakup of the Empire if they're not there. But it's also when the Pentastar Line was probably the strongest, so
At your command.
What is your analysis?
it'll depend on how many planets we want.
Report.
Get behind us.
Engaging the enemy.
Ready for
for battle. What is your order?
Star Destroyer standing by.
Nowhere to run. I'm waiting.
So this should be over soon.
Attack.
They'll probably retreat soon after that gets destroyed, because the AI doesn't really know how to handle golems as defensive emplacements, because those didn't really exist in the base game, so the AI isn't really able to recognize it. They just sort of think they're
As you will.
structures that sit there and do nothing,
Destroyer reporting in.
when in reality they're structures that sit there and do nothing except shoot you a lot. So
We've got them on scopes.
You are in need of my expertise.
that's why a lot of the times in auto resolve it's hard to get them to really recognize that golems are useful,
Yes, Commander. Attack commenced.
Yes, Commander.
and to get them to build them in the first place.
Will do.
But
Awaiting orders. Our target priority is the laser cannons.
there's probably some stuff we could do to work around that. Like, we've already started putting pretty heavy defensive structures on starting forces, but it might be possible to get them to just acquire them in other ways as the game goes on. So once you beat the initial setup of the AI's forces, there's still a challenge left in the GC.
I assume you need my help.
It should be better
Awaiting your orders.
with AI enabled on everything.
Our target priority is the laser.
So
Ready for orders.
GCs where Galactic AI isn't enabled for fractions currently will, while we try it out. Whether or not we can keep it like that, we don't know. The defreezer does help, but it doesn't really fix the bugs in the base game. It's just sort of a workaround. So we'd ideally not want to have to use a solution that requires the player to leave the game every 20 weeks or so, because that can get frustrating.
Advancing.
Like anything that requires the player to actually get out of the game or do their own work to make the game even just functional, that's not really what you want. A lot of the core fans can probably do it, so it might be something we put out as a patch for the people if you're able to put the files in for the patch, you're probably able to
Adjusting
run whatever you need to run.
Reporting in.
So that's an option. But as far as the base downloadable version goes, we might just leave it disabled depending on how testing in the beta goes. Speaking of which,
Roger that.
we do have the
This way.
tester sign up threads out
Reporting.
on our forums. So
Form up.
I've probably talked about this in previous
Over
videos,
there.
maybe even in this series. But if you do want to test, apply there. Again, if we don't know who you are, we have no reason to pick you over anyone, and there's a pretty sizable amount of people who are active. So
Course plotted.
Position Alpha successfully reached.
we're looking for people who will test and
Destination is acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
who we know have at least
Come on,
some
man, this
vested
way.
interest in making the mod better and aren't just trying to get the mod
Keep going.
and then leave,
Ready.
because that can happen. A lot of people don't realize that testing is actually for This isn't like some MMO open beta thing where you're just sort of testing server loads and that's what they mean by testing. We're actually looking for real feedback on the actual features,
P4P ready.
and even just to make sure a lot of stuff works right off the bat, because again, we're a small team. It's really difficult for us to even do base functionality testing on everything to the extent that you want. Like, obviously we're able to just test it a few times, but you can't really get as much data, like any strange interactions that happen. That's less the case in ICW because
Moving out.
everything basically either works or it doesn't. It's harder to have something that works in some cases and doesn't work in others. But at the same time, you want to make sure that nothing weird's going to go on, or there's no strange cases in a GC, for example, where,
Awaiting orders.
say, like,
Order acknowledged.
I'll use the example of
Yes,
the air
Commander.
change crash, where when you defeated a faction before the era changed, then the game would just crash, which is
Order, sir.
pretty hard to figure out unless you played all the way through multiple GCs, which for the team
I copy.
the size of ours is not always feasible. It's something that's really easy to miss if you take too long to beat a faction, or you beat all the factions at the same time after you've
Awaiting orders.
already made it to Era 5. So it's something we wouldn't have caught otherwise.
Yes, sir. Fire.
A lot of balancing too comes from feedback
sir.
we have from
Right away.
testers.
T4P mobile.
Because again, we can have some examples, but we can't have a huge pool of everything versus everything. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. I don't want.
Roger.
Do not want.
Unit destroyed.
Well, it's too late now. As much as I like bridges, the game still doesn't really recognize me that well. So this happens. Nope, I want you to attack.
Attacking. Reporting in.
Do I even have any tanks left?
Roger
This
that.
is not good.
Moving to that area, sir.
Actually, oh wait, yeah, we're good.
Underway.
I don't care.
T4P. Ready.
This one, I'm just gonna
Almost there.
try to make sure it doesn't get attacked one more time.
Give me the target.
Why? Okay. I always did like this
Awaiting
map though,
orders.
except for this. I like how this looks visually, don't like how that happens.
Heading out. Fallout troops. Let's move out. Targeting.
Kill them. Those aren't even really my stormtroopers, so I don't
Let's
care.
go. Keep going. Copy.
Joke is on you.
Watch this.
This way.
Tank brigade here. Heading out.
I copy.
So yeah, if you want to apply, please feel free. Don't let that discourage you.
Advancing. Firing. Squad, move out.
Just make sure that if you're applying to test, you are applying to test, not just applying to play. Oh, well that sucks. They're just gonna die now.
Reporting. Move out.
Just gonna, no, you guys are fine. Let's just go back here.
Choose your reinforcements.
Advancing.
Gonna bring in the
Moving
rest of
out.
my soldiers.
Advancing.
So yeah, the best way to get picked is to report bugs in previous versions. Because we know they're there.
Order acknowledged.
There's even some stuff that we know is there that we are fixing, but if
Moving out.
We'll check
you
it
point it out to us, then we know you at least have some idea what you're doing
Fallout troops.
We'll
and
assist you.
can provide that feedback, even though it doesn't directly help us and that we already know it's there.
Right
So,
away.
yeah.
Yes, Commander. Orders, sir. Moving to that area, sir.
We've secured a build
Reporting.
pad. Reinforcement
Heading out.
point contested.
Fallout troops.
We're also going to start posting, or what I'd like to do is start, nope, oh crap. Start posting little preview type things, like what we're trying with the Dauntless,
Standing by.
where we're going to
Move out.
post it before the rest of the mod gets released.
Target confirmed.
We've lost a build pad.
Yes, sir. There they are.
So between versions, rather than waiting the whole time to post everything at once, there might be a few units or even a scenario that we release,
Roger. Keep going.
just for people to play with between
Over
major
there.
versions.
Reporting in.
Especially as we sort of wind down with ICW, because it's not going to go on
Moving
forever.
out.
I keep saying this, but every version is always going to be the last one, so I'm not
Advancing.
going to say we're not going to do anything for ICW afterwards,
Form up.
but there's not really much we can add. There's a lot we can
Squad, move out.
sort of refine,
Fire.
but as far as major, we're never going to do something like we're doing with like we did with 2.0 when the Tennis Starline it became kind of playable, or now 2.2 where all the Warlords became playable in the Duskin
Open
League.
fire.
The game just can only handle so much. We're already hitting those limits.
Attack that target.
And then we don't plan to make a pony like that, so there's not going to be anything new like that. It'll be Ascendancy and other stuff, which we may or may not talk about, or do. Alright, that MMT somehow
We've
survived.
secured a landing
Like
zone.
3 health.
We are victorious.
Yay!
System
I actually think
control
that's good
achieved.
for now. Next time we should be able to finish off the Pentastar alignment. So I'll just save this. Oh, wait, nope, it's still good. Alright, so thanks for watching. If you have any questions, comments, just leave them in the commenty thingy down there. Subscribe if you want to see more. There's going to be another ICW Let's Play from this series on Saturday. And on Friday I should be posting the second part of our Team Endless Legend Let's Play. So, yeah, that's it. Bye.